I'm going to do a tutorial on how I did this logo. All right.
Hi guys, my name is EKD. Welcome to my channel. From graphics design to motion graphics, from branding to logo designs, all I do is to simplify your design learning process. You can trust me on that. I provide awesome tutorials that will help you learn fast. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, and share.
The name of the company actually is K Studio. So what you start with is your sketch. Obviously, you start with your sketch. All right. What you are seeing here was what I sketched. Let me remove these lines so you see what is there. So behind it is a sketch. All right. So you do different sketches and you pick one. All right. I'll just show you other sketch I made so you get to see what I did. All right. These are several sketches I made. If you remember what we had on Illustrator just now, it was looking like this. So I picked this and I put it on Illustrator. You can use a scanner or anything. You can either snap or scan, whatever way you want to use, and you can get it here. Then you look at your mark. If it's circular, you have to use your pen tool. All right. So if you are maybe a little bit used to Illustrator or Photoshop or any other app, you should know that. You should know what your pen tool mean. All right. It just creates circular part for you. So if I have something like this here, see what I have. So it just helps you to adjust it. All right. It helps you adjust it. So I can adjust this to look a little bit neater. Right, so this is what I'm talking about. These are triangles. All right, ensure that they are maybe clustered together. So the next thing you want to do, and I'm going to show you another important tool on Photoshop. This tutorial is a very quick one. It's a very quick one. So I want to show you another important tool here on Illustrator. All right, so we have the shape builder tool. So once you just click it, if you put it on your subject, you must highlight what you've traced. All right, you must highlight it first. So when you put it on top of it, you will see this kind of pattern highlighting it. So what you want to do is to set your fill. If I'm too fast, you can just try to watch the video again. All right, or pause and listen to what I say because I want to make it a bit short. All right, so this is it. After you've changed the fill, maybe to black because black is more visible. So you can see what is happening. Anywhere I click and drag, as you click and drag, you begin to see that line. It will change the color to black. So you are seeing that our logo is beginning to form, right? So maybe if I want to change this place to another color, maybe that was what I had in mind. I can just like the same to change the fill, then draw it like this. Even this part, you get. So, but that was not the concept I wanted to use. So I'll just take it back. I'm just using to show you guys. So that's the shape builder tool. So you must be very aware of the shape builder tool and your pen tool, all right, and your normal shapes like this rectangle we have here. So you can use them to trace what you have and use the shape builder tool to form the logo. All right. So I'm going to show you other concepts I did. Okay, this was what I got. So when I was trying to draw it, I drew this, but it was not giving me what I wanted. So when it's not giving you what you want, sometimes you might look good on paper. When you take it to the screen, you are trying to get something out of it. It will not be as good as you hoped it will be. All right. So you start tweaking. What you do is start tweaking. You can see that here I changed the shape from being circular. I was trying to point it. So you start tweaking until you are satisfied. If you remember what we had there, it is forming something like KS. And this was like a play button to show it's a media company because it's actually a media company. So you take those things into consideration while you are sketching. If you have watched my video on logo design, you should know all these things already. All right. So you have it. So you start tweaking. I tweaked these two still to form that K and S. All right, but it was not going well. It was not going well. So if it's not going well, you continue until you get what you want. All right. So I'm going to show you other sketch I did. So I did this also. This is just I, it's the letter I and S. So I just turned it around, trying to still get the KS. So I did this and I put it aside. So you just do things, you put them aside until you get what you are satisfied with or what you feel your client will be satisfied with. All right. So again, I did all this sketch again. Like this one, if you remember what we had there, you remember something like this. If you remember our sketches, something like this one, you remember that we had something like that. So I was trying to get this one, but it was looking so plain, so I left it. So these two, this is K. All right, I flipped it the other way. This is K. I just flipped it the other way. I flipped it the other way. Then this is S. So I'm still trying to still put that same concept, play button here. All right. So that's for that. Until I finally came up with this. So let me just show you the lines. All right. These are the lines we have. The same concept, but this one I didn't have to use a pen tool because I only had circle. I only had to use circle and a rectangle to trace. All right. I lost the sketch, so I could not provide it, but you could just visualize this. Imagine I drew this. All right. Imagine I drew it. So what I have here, you can see a circular part here. So I know a circle has to be here, and that circle, I know a circle has to be here. Or like these are just rectangles. All right. So that was how I traced it. So you could already guess what I'm going to do next. I'm going to try to use the shape builder tool. All right. That was how I formed this one. But at least we got our K. All right. I have to pull out the S a bit. Not that visible. All right. So combining the text and the mark, that's very difficult. Most persons find it very difficult. You might do a very good mark and you try combining a text, you use the wrong text and you spoil your mark at the end of the day. But I'm going to give you a very important tip. So what you do is you look at your mark first of all. Look at the edges of your mark. Are they rounded? Is your mark rounded or is it semi-rounded? But this one is lower than semi-rounded. All right, it's not that rounded. So you look for a text that is not that rounded. Look for a text that is a mixture of being round and being squarish. All right. So this one is an example. You see the edges, they are square, but you see this part, they are rounded. So you look for something that is right, that suits it. If you have a rounded logo, maybe the edges are rounded, use something that is rounded here. All right. So that's how to do it. So I did something white here also, something white. And I moved. When you're done with your black and white, you start adding color. So this is what I have here. I do my black and white. So you notice that something changed. The edges changed. I tried to make it funky a bit. So this was what I did. You could see. So normally on Illustrator, if you draw a shape, like that is a major square. So I can make this side curve. All right. After clicking here, I can make it curve. I can click only this place and make only this place curve. You see, that's what I did here. Same thing. So it's not very difficult. So this side too, same thing. I just picked only the edge, then I made it curve. All right, I made it curve. Like you can see this part here. Hope you can see it. That's what I did. So I try to make it funky. So as you see, the more you're going through your logo again, the more it becomes more refined. All right. So I did it and I added colors to it. I added blue color because that's the company color. So you can see that we are making progress. All right. So now only the mark. I tried to bring the mark alive. So that was what I did here. It's just like clipping mask. I just did some shapes. All right, I did some shape and I clip masked it. All right, you can see the gradient here. I made a gradient of blue and the other side was actually empty. All right, that was the gradient I did. Let me show you. You can see the gradient here. One side is blue, then the other side there is no color. So I did it to form a wave-like, to make it wave-like. All right, so I put it inside this shape. If you have used CorelDRAW, you know of clipping mask. If you have used Adobe, you know of mask too. You know your mask too. You should know how to put things inside of things. All right, I might not read that here, but I put it inside. That was just the concept, trying to make it look like wave. All right, so it made it pop the more. So that was how I achieved that. All right, you can see there are several things inside. If I delete them, see what it has become. If I delete it, there are just several shapes inside. You can see if I move it, so see it's forming on that thing. So I just give them different colors similar to blue to make it pop. So that's what I did here. It's not something very difficult. So now here's our final mark with black. All right, and our main logo. So we've got our main logo side. You can see this is looking far better than the first one we had, and the first one I did. All right, so as you go through, don't just maybe you get it, you do your logo the first time and maybe it's not that beautiful. You keep refining until you get what you want. All right. Interesting about this logo is that this is actually like a camera lens. I'm sure you guys didn't notice this. This is actually like a camera lens. This stuff here, let me change the color so you know. It's like a camera lens. All right. So it has to do fully photography. All right. So you can see that it works well with what they do. It's not just standing there to form a K. It's a camera lens also. So it makes you appreciate the logo more. So what I do next is to try it on different backgrounds here on Illustrator, right? So we also have black on white. All right. We also have on white background too. So this is it. So I'm just going to quickly show you some mock-ups I did. So this is everything entirely. This is my project, and you can see that it's very, very, very big. Did I get to show you these ones? So I just basically put this one. Okay, this one from this K and S. I put this as a shape. I tried different color, but that was not good enough. So I'll just show you. I will show you some of the stuff we did. All right. I'll show you some of the mock-ups. We got it here. You can see this is just the logo, just the mark rather. This is just the mark. Then I think just the mark. You can see how it's looking on a black background. Then this is just the mark and the type. You can see it's looking very sleek. Looking very, very, very sleek. I did a white version, trying to put it on a blue background. Although I tried this before I made it circular, alright, before I made these edges. If you look at it, before I made these edges circular, alright. So, but it's all the same. You can see that when this part was squared, when I tried the square part, my text was looking very much squared. You can see it was looking very much squared. So you just have to know how to. So we also have this. This was the final one. This is the final one. So you can see what I did to it. So that's for that. Then see, I didn't get to apply the final one on mockups. All right. I didn't get to apply them on mockups. The person was already okay with this, so the same concept. I didn't get to apply it on the mockup. All right. So that's it. That's for that. So you can see our logo looking all sleek. Once again, I'll go back to the final one we have to just show you. This was my favorite actually, just the mark. It's looking very, very, very sleek. So this is what we have at the end of the day. So you saw how I made it looking very, very, very beautiful. So following through this process, you can make yours too. Hopefully you enjoyed this and you learned something today. Even if you are not good with Illustrator, at least those tools you've seen, you could get started. You could get started already. All right. So hoping to do maybe more later. Looking into my project, hoping to do more, because actually not everybody will allow you to see their mistakes. All right. So you saw my mistakes. You saw how I refined it to become like this. So thank you. Next time I'll be bringing another one. So I hope you enjoyed this. I want to see you comment below what you think about it. Like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. All right. So we'll be having more of this. If I see that you like it, we'll be having more of this on this channel where I'll be showing you my project. So bye bye. See you next time.